Oh, hi. I heard you've been clicking on these videos to just see what you can do to change your confidence level. Well, let me tell you, confidence is not gained by watching videos like this. Seriously, it's nice that you clicked on my video and you're watching, but I really want you to stop watching these kind of videos and really start to take actions. So whatever tips I'm sharing, take notes, apply those, and then come back 3 months later and then see where you're at. Confidence is gained by being the best version of yourself and knowing that you are enough. That's when you really start to have the real confidence. So you might say, Faria, why should we listen to you? Like, what have you achieved? I'm gonna tell you, I used to be this cute little wife to a responsible mother. Now I am a full boss lady. I do yacht transportation. What's yacht transportation? Basically, if you're a yacht owner, I'll take your yacht and then I'll bring it to Italy. So now you can enjoy your yacht, have the experience in Italy. And all of this really requires confidence. So take me, for example. I was definitely confident, but just unsure of what I was made for. And now I am in a career that I thoroughly enjoy. I'm just thriving in every day that I get to live in this world, which is yacht logistics. I do logistics, which is my background. I grew up in this environment. I grew up, my father just talking about logistics and trucks and cars, and this is what I get to combine with something so like cool, like yacht. This is something that I really thrive. So dealing with yachts requires a lot of confidence. How did I get there? This is what the video is about. I want to share with you the kind of confidence I gained by really believing in myself, by deciding to take actions. This is how I really got myself into the industry that I love, and I am just getting started. And I hope you take full responsibility of whatever you do in life. First step is actually stop with the victim mentality. Stop it. What's victim mentality? Basically, it's like you might hear yourself say, you know, it's easy for her to get this because she has this. Oh, it's easy for her to say because she's able to do X, Y, and Z. Or it's easier for her to do this because, oh, you know, she has access to this. Oh, things don't ever happen my way. That's all victim mentality. You're putting yourself in a position where you're telling yourself that you're not in control of your life, which actually is not true. You are the one that's in control of your life, and you can decide to make your life better, to make your experience better, to make yourself confident enough to achieve your goals. If not achieve, at least walk on that path. So in this video, I want to share with you how I'm going to be helping you out by getting out of that victim mentality. First step is really ask yourself, am I relying on someone? Am I letting other persons stop me from achieving my goals or, you know, taking the next step in whatever I want to do? Ask yourself this. And if that's the truth, if you're actually relying on someone else to give you happiness, if you really think that other things are the reasons that you're not happy, seriously, please, I really want you to just stop that. I want you to realize that you are in control of your mental health, your physical health, your physical reality. Okay, you don't want like the environment that you're in, you can choose to move out. You can choose to move out of the country. Even if there's rain or thunderstorm or whatever, the weather is the reason you're late. Like, even if it is the case, I want you to take full responsibility. I want you to say to your teacher or your boss or whoever it is, say, yes, of course it is my responsibility and I take full responsibility for this, for being late. Even though I know it's the weather that was bad, but why did I not get out earlier? Why did I not plan for this in advance? It's always your responsibility to make things happen for you, is what I want you to get out of this. So first thing is that get out of the victim mindset and victim mentality. It's like, you know, I can't go to the gym today because, you know, I don't have any car. Try to figure something out, or just open something on your computer and just work out of home. No excuses. I want you to choose yourself and choose to make yourself the resource to create your dream life or dream confidence. So this video is going to be divided into 2 sections. First half of the video is going to be about mental points that you can work on. And then the second half of the video, 6 points I believe I have in there, would be about just physical things or actions you can take to really make yourself that confident self. First one, bleep everyone's opinion and what they think of you. When you die, 2 weeks later, nobody's gonna remember you. And this is a quote that really hit me hard. Alex Hormozi talks about it all the time, and I really follow what he has to say. But this is something that I really took with me, and then it really resonated with me because because it makes sense. It's like when you die after 2 weeks, nobody's gonna remember you really, besides your really like immediate family. And even then, everyone's just living their own life and they're already like so confined into their own problems, really. Why literally waste your life, your talent, your everything just for the sake of that group of people? Just bleep everyone, cut the noise out of your life and really focus on what you want. This is where we start. First is victim mentality out. Bleep everyone's opinion out. I don't care what other people talk about me. They think I'm good looking. They think I'm ugly. They think I am a bad character. Just, I don't care. It doesn't affect me. Keep telling yourself, remind yourself, and one day this is gonna become true. Even if you really do care about a lot of other people, what they think of you, you want them to like you and stuff. But if you keep reminding yourself that it doesn't matter, as long as your mom is happy with you, like, you know, that's the person that really worked hard to get you in this life. And if you don't have a good and healthy relationship with your mom, then I'm not even gonna go there. As long as you are happy with yourself and a few people that really matter to you are happy, then that's all that matters. And those few people would be happy in your happiness. So choose those group of people wisely. So the second mental step is embrace your weakness. Embrace the cringy fields. Cringe, cringe, cringe. People that know me are gonna be watching this and I might just think, oh my God, like, ooh, they're gonna be watching me. They're gonna be thinking, oh my God, like, look at Faria, like, what is she doing? That's so embarrassing. They're having secondhand embarrassment. But I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm so happy for you that you're having secondhand embarrassment, because I love and I embrace embarrassment, because embarrassment and failure is how you grow in life. Failure, embarrassment plus reflection equals progress. Wow. And I get that from Ray Dalio, actually, and you'll be hearing a few more quotes from him in the next coming steps. In his book, he talks about how successful people actually really embrace pain, because they know that with pain and reflection means just looking back at pain and then seeing, okay, yeah, like, this is what I can learn from this experience, and next time doing better. This is how you make progress in life. Embrace embarrassment, embrace failure, embrace cringiness. And then remember, life is to be celebrated. You cannot expect perfect scenarios all the time. And it's okay if you look cringe. It's okay if your relatives are like completely embarrassed of what you're doing. Oh my God, they're like, they can't understand. That's okay, because they're not living your life. They're not on your journey. You are the one that's on your journey. It's actually better to embrace pain, embarrassment, cringiness, everything, because then you'll be making progress and it would be beautiful. I promise. With that, we're gonna take a coffee break. Third step, be in a group and a part of a community that you can be yourself. So what I mean by this is basically if you get into a group of people or like walk into a room and you have to fake a smile or you have to do something in order to like gain their attention or love or anything, that group is not for you. And if you really think that you don't want to change your group because you actually love those people, but maybe it's your own mental game that you need working on. So maybe the people are nice, but maybe it's just you that needs to be reminded that it's okay to be yourself and it's okay not smiling all the time, or it's okay to have a RBF. It's okay to have that kind of face because this is natural. You were made this way. So it's okay if you're just resting and you look a little like angry. If those people cannot understand that this is your natural self and you're not trying to be mean to them, then you can change group. But if you don't want to change the group or you can't, then what I would say is just be yourself and the people would just slowly and naturally start to go away by themselves. They'll just leave on their own. So you won't even have to try. Just try to be yourself. Like for example, you're walking into a room and you're just like, hi. No, be yourself. You want to smile? You can smile. You don't want to smile? Don't smile. You know, I learned this, like I was just watching like a Korean drama and I learned this and I think it's so beautiful. You don't have to say much and you can just express like how you're feeling. Okay, number 4, magic is not gonna make you confident. This video is not gonna make you confident. This video is just gonna give you steps to write down on your own note and take action. Confidence is like a promise to yourself. It's like, I got myself. And how do you get yourself? Is by taking those actions again and again and reminding yourself and showing yourself that you can do this thing many, many times. And this is when the confidence really comes. It's a promise to yourself that, you know what, doesn't matter what scenario you put me in, I'm gonna be okay because of these reasons, because of these times that I've already done it. It's like a portfolio. So you need to create your confidence portfolio. How do you do? Just take those uncomfortable uncomfortable actions. For example, there's a girl that you really admire and you just want to be friends with her, right? I'm not taking it in a love angle. I'm taking it more like a friendship angle. Instead of just looking at her, go and talk to her. What are you going to lose? Talking to a stranger? Either they're going to be thinking you're weird, which is okay because we're embracing embarrassment, right? If not, you might just find your true best friend. It's like a win-win situation, reaching out to strangers and doing things, working out, doing anything that kind of scares you and makes you uncomfortable or gives you that butterfly in your tummy. That's the kind of stuff that you want to do over and over again so that you can create this confidence portfolio to show yourself when the time actually comes to like give that presentation or talk to that person that would make or break the deal. Then you'll be like, I got myself because I got through all these things. So create your portfolio. Like for example, my mom, I'm so thankful for her, and my father too. But today I'm going to be sharing her story and how this very like story really shaped my confidence, I believe, which goes like this. Basically, when I was 12 years old, we were expecting my sister who got married maybe a year back. She was visiting us in Japan after like a year of her marriage, and her husband was coming for the first time to our home in Japan. And I remember like we were so busy just trying to, you know, like welcome my sister and all of that. And then literally like last minute, our beautiful glass table broke. And I love my mom for this. Instead of just getting like a panic attack, so my mom was like, you know what, Freya, I need you to go to this furniture store and get me a table. Literally like just order and bring it with you. We don't have time. And I'm like 12 years old, and she trusted in me with her money, her aesthetics, because of course every lady has their own aesthetic like in their home, right? When the table arrived at home, and then like she was so happy, that literally just built my foundation of my portfolio for the confidence. I'm really thankful for that. And then it really teaches me that whatever we do, small things in life can shape the kid's life really. So we need, as parents, as siblings, we need to be really mindful of what we teach and what we let our kids do or our siblings do as well. So this is another topic I can always make another video about, but basically trusting in your little one and then letting them do the thing, and then afterwards rewarding them by saying like, oh, you know, you tried your best, that's amazing. Never say like, oh, you know, you got the best thing, you succeeded at this. Never compliment the result, but compliment their efforts. And then you can do the same for yourself too. It's like build that confidence portfolio by taking vacations, traveling somewhere, doing something out of your comfort zone, and then you'll build your portfolio of confidence. We're gonna move on to the physical part of the confidence. Those were all internal, and then now this is more about internal, mental, and then this is about physical. And by physical, I don't mean just like physical body, but also like actions or whatever. So the fifth one, really important one, literally just reading books. I have been so inspired by this guy and a billionaire, Naval Ravikant. I read his book by Eric Jorgensen called Almanac of Naval Ravikant, and basically Eric Jorgensen really compiled everything and all of his wording onto this book. So it's packed with knowledgeable like information. And then one part that I loved about that book, it mentioned that basically learn to love reading, because reading, you can literally open up like so many parts of your world. You can open worlds that you didn't even know existed. And he's like, of course, like it would be nice to read like difficult books or like difficult topics. First step is learn to love books. And how can you do that? Is by enjoying literally junk food books, right? Whether that's like love stories or any novel or anything, start there and then slowly and gradually move to like a nonfiction, history books, science books, like information packed books, and you would just open up new world for yourself. Books are like the kind of friends that are always going to be there for you. You can't ever feel down or fall into that like a funk or like a depression hole if you have a book always waiting for you. And then books change, right? And then our bodies, our minds don't like repetition, like same things over and over again. And this is when we start to feel down mentally. Books are the kind of things that keep that fun alive in your life. So learn to love books and start with so-called junk food, whether that's love stories, novels, magazines, whatever it is, manga, comic books. Start there and then work your way up to like informational and educational books, because they can really shape your mentality, and that's what we want. And then once you know more about the world, past accomplished individuals and their stories, then you start to feel connected to them and then kind of feel like you will become one too. So you're going to gain confidence by reading books, and especially educational books, and really apply those. If you're just reading for fun, that's fine. But if you're actually reading to improve your life or your mental mental space, then definitely take action before moving on to the next book. The sixth one is workout. Workout for your hormones, workout for yourself, workout for your muscles, your strength, your posture, because literally all you need to do is just work out and your posture is going to be there. Everyone says, oh, to be confident, you have to sit like this or like this or like that. No, you just work out and your muscles are going to engage themselves even if you're just sitting like a normal person. Have you ever met like a ballerina in person? So I used to have a ballerina friend when I was like in my teenage. She used to always have like the most beautiful and elegant posture. Why? Because they practice those muscles. She used to always be like this. It's very elegant and ladylike. So just work out and naturally you'll have that posture, so you don't need to fake it really. Work out for yourself, for your posture, for your hormones, for your happiness, for your mental health. Work out and learn to love it. Make it a part of your life. And after each workout, you're gonna feel like $1 million, or in this world, $1 billion, because $1 million might not be enough in this time that we're going through, but you just feel so confident that you've accomplished something. The seventh one is keep an eye on how you work when it comes to your sugar levels. Make sure your sugars aren't too low before giving a speech or having an important meeting, because a lot of people tend to get nervous, get uneasy when they're hungry or sugar levels are down, and we never know what's going on and we think that we're not confident, but in reality we just need a little bit of sugar. Self-awareness is really the key for confidence. Make sure that you're well fed with the right amount of protein. I made a whole video about metabolism and how the system works to like keep a healthy body. Then please check out my other video that I recently made about fast metabolism and Japanese secrets to keep a healthy body. If you want to watch that, sugar levels, like you can just, if you have a meeting, what I would do is just have like a Greek yogurt with fruits in it if it's really early in the morning and I don't want to eat something, but make sure you're eating something. Protein bar if you have a meeting and you need to perform well, if you have a big event that you need to attend, but then of course usually like we just go empty stomach so we can eat more or something, but like just have a little bit so you can actually be social instead of just jittery or like shaky and uneasy. That's that. Then eighth one is hire a therapist if you really think you're struggling and you don't know the right answers, because if you ask someone inexperienced or it doesn't know how psychology works, then they'll just tell you from their perspective. Yes, of course, that's one of the ways you can do if you can really not afford to hire a therapist, or you can't really have like a friend that's wise enough to give you proper advice. But then really make sure if you're taking someone's advice, make sure that person is the person where you want to go. That person is coming in between of your goal. It's in the same direction, not someone that you would never want to like swap out position with. So only take advice from people that you look up to and you are okay being in their position. That's one key. But otherwise, I would definitely recommend like hire a therapist that's like wise, because everyone can be therapists. There's so many therapists that's filled, but you really need to see like who is the right one for you. And also, let's literally stop the stigma around therapies. In America, it's very open and it's actually admirable. Like if you're actually going to a therapist, that means you're looking after for yourself. But in other countries, there's still like a little stigma that I've noticed, and we need to stop that. If someone is going for therapy, that means that they're actually taking care of your mental health. That doesn't make them like a sick person or like a psycho person. In different cultures, besides like America and like, Western cultures, in other societies, they think that if someone's seeing a therapist, that means like they're psycho, they're crazy. That's not the case. Like you really need to like educate yourself. And if someone's going for therapy, they're going to like make themselves the machine that thinks well. They're investing in their machine, which is their brain. Don't think that crazy person goes or hires a therapist. Anyone can hire. Actually, it's advised to hire a therapist for everyone to see where they lack. And if they don't lack, they just had a nice conversation, So let's take that stigma out of there. Therapist is really good if you really need it. So ninth one might sound weird, but this has been my experience. It's like basically if you live in an environment where you have a parent figure around you or like, in the same city or whatever, experience independence at least once. For example, like if there's completely like move out of your country or your town or city, if you want to really see like what you're about, if you can afford, which everyone can afford. Don't say I can't afford. It's like, how can I afford, right? If you can make that decision and you're not too young to require like a parent's approval, move out of your country, move out of your city. And of course, keep that relationship with your parents, siblings, relatives. I'm not promoting like cutting your relationship with your loved ones. What I'm trying to say is get out there and then see for yourself what what kind of reality you create for yourself. Practice independence and be okay being uncomfortable. If you want to learn about that, how I moved 5 to 6 countries in the past like 4 or 5 years, then definitely check that video out as well. I'll have that linked over there somewhere. It basically talks about how to move out of your country or out of your house or whatever in a systemized manner. What's my system that I've created, because I've moved so many times, to really make this easy for you and the person that's living with you, whether that's your parents or anyone. If you can't do that, if you don't have that option where you say, oh, you know, for you, it's easy for you to say because you can just literally get up and go. I'm out here like, you know, stuck with this or that. Then make that your heaven. That place that you're in right now, make it your sanctuary. You don't have to move out of your country to really make something out of life. If you don't have the option, or you just don't want to disappoint your family or whatever, then make that place your sanctuary so you don't have to worry about making decisions or anything. Just learn to love your present situation. Learn to love the circumstances that you've been given. That would be amazing. Just experience that uncomfortable feelings, because it's so comfortable just being in your own mom's home. It's so comfortable just being under like a parent figure. I feel amazing when my mom is there, or like my mother-in-law is there, or my father-in-law is there, or my father was there. I felt like $1,000,000 really. Like I could literally go to my father before marriage. I could go to my father and like ask him for like a lot of money and just go out and like spend all of that without a sweat. But that uncomfortable feeling that you get being out on your own, even if you're like financially independent, still like it is uncomfortable having to do groceries. Like, wow, you know, I didn't know that until I got married and I moved in with my husband, and we used to go to groceries. It was fun in the beginning, but then afterwards I'm like, oh my God, this is a chore. Like you have to go and get all these things all the time to make sure that we're fed and everything. That's a huge chore, and I really appreciate my mom and my parents that did this, so our fridge was always stocked. But this is a chore, so you'll learn all of these little things, and by doing that you'll build confidence. So that's my 9th tip. 10th one, and my favorite one, is earn for yourself. Even if you have a supportive husband, father, mother, I don't care. You need to earn for yourself. And if you even see like the most successful people in the world, they let their kids choose their own jobs and their own career. Why? Because everyone needs to earn for themselves and really have that confidence. I started really making my own money, I want to say 10 to 11 months ago, because I've been blessed to have a supportive husband that supports me and our expenses. But literally making my own money really gave me that confidence that nothing can ever give. I'm saying earn so that you just know that you can take care of yourself. And then not only that, just for fun. If you don't need that money, if you're financially blessed, then use that money to do something good in the world. I recommend, even if you're a girl or a little boy, you need to earn for yourself and use that money somewhere else, or like invest that money so that those investments can bring you money. And learn to be okay talking about money. Who made that even like a taboo? If we think like money is evil or like it's bad to talk about money, we need to fix your mindset. And maybe I can make another video about that. But like money is literally just a made up thing that was just invented like a few hundred years ago. It might be something else in the future. It might be cryptocurrency. We just need to use our talents and our resources that we have in the form of like our knowledge. We need to share that, use that energy wisely, and create something that can show you in a physical form that you are capable. This is what really money provides. It's like tells you, oh, you know, you're like good enough that you made this by yourself. I don't care, like even if you're like a sugar baby, you have a sugar mama or sugar daddy or whatever, and making your own will never feel the same. So do that, make your own money. I will definitely be making more videos like this where I talk deep dive into each step. So if you want to learn about that, definitely subscribe, like, comment. It really makes a difference for me. I feel like connected, especially if you guys comment. Like I felt so good. Last time I got a few comments and it was really nice. Someone was just gonna share my video and they're like, oh, sharing this. And it's like, oh, that's so nice that they found it helpful. So it just brings my mood up, and let's talk in the comment section and see what are your confidence tips that you might want to share with people. I watch a lot of YouTube videos or like listen to podcasts, and I'm always on the comment section. A lot of people are like that. So let's start conversation in the comment section and see what you can share, because I want this to be like a community where we can literally help each other. Let's share something that you just stick by. Share with me in the comment down below, and then like this video, share with someone that might need that little push. Just be confident and be happy and be content with themselves. And that's all really. And I will see you in my next video. Peace. Oh, let's do this. Fun part, on a side note, have you guys watched King the Land? You guys need to watch it because I'm like such a fangirl. I made my husband watch it with me. We would just watch it one episode per night and we just finished it and it's so good. And then listen to that song. I'll link that song below. My favorite song recently. Confess to you, my lovely lover, you are the one I've been dreaming of. Okay, bye-bye.